Welcome back to the floor of the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Killer from Treasury Curve. Got cash, I can help. Let's look, folks. Been a great week. Coffee Grinds had some great travels, but now we're back in the saddle and we're going to get into the cash money zone today. June 21st, Tuesday, we're seeing a tremendous bounce in these equities here. I think it's kind of being underscored by some low volume. So the buzz around here on the floor is this sustainable? We continue to look at these rallies. Are these rallies sustainable? We're seeing the Greek debt front and center, folks. We're talking about this Greek situation. Is it going to get resolved? I guess the latest thing is that Greece is just essentially, they're going to take the hat off and say, we just get a free handout here. And that could really open up a can of worms across the whole way from the pigs. You look at it, once that happens, that could really open up and bring that over here domestically. Look at municipalities. All these situations we talk about, the cost of interest on these municipalities moving forward is all centered and focused on Greece. Greece is a very, very important part of this environment right now. We're going to see and look to it for direction. Also, we're looking at Ben Bernanke and team coming out with some comments tomorrow. So there's a lot of moving parts. But right now, these equities are really enjoying a pretty nice rally today. Triple digits in the Dow Jones. The S&P is just above 1290 right now. I think that 100-day, and if you've been following me on Twitter, you can get me at The Killer. I've been talking about this 100-day moving average at 1308. The 50-day is just above that at 1313. But I think that 100-day is in target. Now, 1 second, let's rewind here. Last week, this June has been a pretty impactful selling month. We talked about the 200-day moving average down at 1249. We did not violate the 200-day, and that's alarming. I know the bulls are enjoying today, but the fact that we did not hit that, maybe there's some back and fill on the chart. We go back down to that 200-day. In the Treasury market, we're looking at the 30-year. It's down about a half a point right now. That weekly pivot coming in at 125.12. Right now, we're seeing a low of 07. So look at that pivot. I think it's important today. Also, in the 10-year, we're seeing a low of 123.17.5, and that weekly pivot is 123.19.5. These pivots have been great. If you look last week, when we did see some concession selling last week, we saw that 30-year come down to that 123.25, about 2 full handles lower, but that was a very big support in the market. So the 10-year is very, very comfortable right now, under 3%. We'll see how that works out in the event we get above this 100-day moving average in the S&P. Crude oil, enjoyed a nice bounce yesterday up to 91.50. We're seeing up at the $94, $95. At 94.63 was that old contract low that should be used as a nice pivot here. We can swing around that. The U.S. dollar index continuing to get beat up here. It's under $75 right now. We'll see if that 75 level threshold holds, but in the event the euro currency is enjoying that gain. A lot of moving parts this week. Hope you have a great week of trading. We're going to be back on every day, so thanks for all the comments and those of us who missed us. But one other thing is very important to remember for the rest of the week: be the hammer, not the nail.
Hit a fork in the road, gotta be strong, move on and rebuild out.